We'll figure it out. We'll use the Force.
That's not how the Force works.
Yeah, actually, that is how the Force works. Well, in a more cosmic sense anyway. And that seems to be the confusion here. Han is a believer by this point, but he seems to be thinking of using the Force in an active sense. In Star Wars, the Force doesn't just manifest itself in superhuman powers from specially trained individuals, but also through
Destiny.
And dare I say, luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
It wasn't luck that the gunners didn't shoot the escape pod, it wasn't luck that the droids were discovered by a civilian sympathetic to the rebellion with a personal connection to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Virtually every crazy coincidence in Star Wars wasn't luck at all, it was the will of the Force. And the good guys clearly recognize that this Force works to their advantage regardless of the odds or whether or not they are personally trained to harness the Force. What does it mean when Dodonna says,
"May the Force be with you,"
or when Akbar says,
May the Force be with us.
Because if the Force could only be harnessed by trained individuals, then it really has no meaning at all, and everyone would know it. But that's not how the Force works. The Force clearly works by favoring those who seek good and who believe in its power. These extremely lethal and highly trained soldiers aren't missing because Chirrut is standing there manipulating their blasters to miss him. And yeah, we've actually seen this done in Star Wars. Here, Chirrut is merely giving himself over completely to the will of the Force, and the will of the Force is that the good guys win. Chirrut canonically isn't Force sensitive, but he uses the Force, just like the Rebel Alliance as a whole uses the Force, or at least benefits from it. Without the Force, the rebellion would have been crushed before it even began. The Force is constantly favoring the rebels through luck and happenstance.
The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
This line always sounded kind of weird, but that's because we're thinking like Han. If we think like Finn, when you use the Force, reality basically bends over backward to make you succeed. The universe itself becomes your ally, and blowing up a planet is nothing compared to that.
My ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is.
So when Finn says that they'll succeed somehow despite their inferior firepower and a lack of a plan, and he says that it's all possible simply because
We'll use the Force.
he's absolutely right. That's exactly how it's worked in the past, so why not now? That was a short video, but hopefully it sparks some interesting discussion. What do you think? Was Finn right? Was Han right? Are use the Force and may the Force be with you more complicated phrases than they seem? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.